Hello everyone, welcome to the third take of this video because OBS is so shit. And we will today cover a new build since you liked the last one. This one is a Monster Hunter themed build. Malzeno, the Scarlet Feast. For Malzeno we will use Garuda Prime. For skin we will use the normal Prime skin mixed with the Garuda Successor helmet, though helmet doesn't necessarily matter. For the colors, we will go with just the default color on the primary, though you could also go in with a white-ish color, a dark, muddy white-ish color, grayish color, whatever. Mazeno's scale color kinda changes depending on how you look at it in form of what lighting you have. So yeah, kinda hard to really give an accurate color for him. Our secondary will be from Classic Saturated, this one. Territory from Oaken, this one. And exits also from Oaken, this one. Emissive will be third from Classic Saturated, just the red. And our energy will be above, one above our secondary, also from Classic Saturated. For attachments, none are really important, red ray insignias are optional. What's important is the wing ephemera for the Dragon Wings. For the colors, we mostly copy paste. The only thing we switch out is the secondary for this color from the Orkan, which is the same from our territory. Primary color just gets copied from our Warframe. Even if you do not have the color, you just get it for free. Then, Siandana, we will use Maruliana Sedana. We will also copy paste colors, but we change a few things. Secondary will be Orkan. And territory will not be the same as the accent color. Territory will be from Classic Saturated, this gold yellowish color, to give a more accurate look on the three prongs Malzeno would have at the end of his tail. Now to the build upgrades. We will use Steel Charge for more melee damage. We also will use Colervo's Wealthful Advanced Helmet ability again to replace her 3. Though you also have another option, you could replace her 1 instead and then switch out Flow and Energize with something else. I'd recommend something for duration, which we do not have in this build. We have Boreas Anguish and Hatred for more aim glide duration to kinda fit the theme of us being a dragon. We will also get less damage while we are flying, so that works well. We have also Streamline to counterbalance Blind Rage, because we will need a lot of ability strength to make Weapon Advance as lethal as possible, for with 259% critical chance. This gets increased by mod augmented over time. We have Hunter Adrenaline to recover energy when we take damage to our health. We have Umbu Intensify because it's better than the normal Intensify. And we have Adaptation for some extra tankiness. Though you could also switch out Adaptation with whatever you want. Now, for the weapons, I would like to use the Cedo for the primary, but only to use its Alt Fire, which will launch multiple discs that will apply status effects. The disc will kinda symbolize Malzeno's butterflies, the Kurio I think they were called, and will just be sent out by us to apply status to buff our melee weapon. For our secondary, you can use the Despair and Cannon to kinda just send explosive energy balls from the sky. Malzeno has a move similar to it in his ultimate. I think that was his ultimate. It's been a while since I last fought Malzeno Monster Hunter. So yeah, I'm not fully remembering his moveset, but I think he had like ability where he rose to the sky and then shot multiple dark energy balls, and this Incarnon kinda symbolizes that, though you could also go with a much stronger option, much better option, much more less skill requiring option, the Epitaph with a primer build, which is also recommended in Steel Path. If you take this build to Steel Path, then bring the Epitaph please with a primer build. If you don't know what a primer build is, it's essentially just something with a lot of status chance, because there's a mod called Condition Overload for melees. What this mod does is it increases your damage based on the status effects the enemy has. And Revival also makes it so that you do even more damage to the health, so that stacks up perfectly. Which is also why we have Revival, as well as some heat for armor stripping and slash for big damage on this build in form of Carnus Mandible, Jagged Edge, and Violent Scourge, Volcanic Edge, and Vicious Frost. On top of that, we also have Prime Pressure Point and Fury. And our stance is the Malicious Raptor stance. Now to our companion, because this build also has a companion, the Shade Prime, with an appearance to kinda look like Malzeno's butterflies. We'll use the Para Sentinel attachments with the Dragon Dance Sentinel tail, and the color is this one mixed with red emissive colors. For the weapon itself, on this doesn't matter, just status on it. And for the build on the companion, also not that important, just a basic support build with Ghost as it fits the Ambush Predator theme of Malzeno, and Vacuum of course, maybe an Instinct, whatever. Doesn't really matter what you put on here, you can kinda be creative and just do your own thing. Now, what I forgot in the last video is to set Steel Path on. This build can kill Steel Path enemies, it's just not something I'd recommend using in Steel Path, as this is more of a fun cosplay build than something that's actually very effective. My Umbra Stalker build worked well against Steel Path enemies too, but yeah, this one is definitely way better against normal enemies. The tip: whenever you teleport, when you're in the sky and jump, you reset your glider timer, so you can essentially fly forever if you have the energy to always cast Wrathful Advance and then jump at the end to reset the timer. While in the air we will take less damage, and we can also fire our primer weapon to apply status effects all over the place. While you're in the air, you can also use 4 and you will float. You can then use your 1 to, whenever you're in the air gliding around, to dash towards an enemy. Or you could also just use the normal melee smash if you have replaced your 1 with Wrathful Advance. Whenever Wrathful Advance has been activated, we have 10 seconds of like 300% more critical chance, which is quite good. And in combination with a primer, that will be pretty menacing damage, even against the enemies. Especially when you get them to drop to the ground like this, because then they just get big damage. But yeah, as you can see, not that effective against Steel Path enemies. It can kill them, it's just a lot better in the normal game. So yeah, and that's pretty much the entire build. The Sparring Cannon, you just need to do headshots first to unlock its full damage, and then you can just kinda rain hellfire upon them. And also apply some status effects, which will then also buff our weapons damage due to condition overload. Though the epitaph would be more effective as you just shoot your energy bubbles, and yeah, everything is then drowned in status effects and you just do big damage. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and we'll see us in the next build video. Have a nice day.